Hello everyone, welcome back to Taylor Talks. If this is your first time here, hey, thanks for dropping in today. I'm Taylor. If you are coming back, thanks for coming back. And I have a wonderful, amazing guest today, Noel Buckingham with Buckingham Pest Control. Noel, thanks for being here today.
Hey Taylor, thanks for having me. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
I'm excited. So let's kind of start from the beginning. So you do pest control. What kind of got you into that? Because I feel like a lot of people, that's kind of a, everyone's afraid of bugs and things like that. So that's kind of a scary thing.
It was an accident. So basically we're going back to the early 90s. I'm old. But I was working in restaurants. I had dropped out of college, got good grades. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
And I was working in restaurants, like I said, and my ex-wife at the time, her parents owned a construction company. I got stuck working another double shift. You know how restaurant work is.
Oh, geez.
And the ex-wife and her parents just talked about, hey, you guys should start up a business, start something for the future like we did, build something. And she hit me with it the next day when I got home from my double after I woke up the next morning. And they kind of tried to think of something that, hey, who are they not loyal to? What subcontractors are they not loyal to? What seems like would be easy to get into, wouldn't cost $1 million to start up. And somehow pest control was thrown out. And I had always wanted to start my own business. And I said, pest control.
Yeah,
cool, here we go.
Let's do it.
That was 1992.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I was a youngin'.
Yeah, how it was a little accident that you got into it. So let's kind of get into more about pest control. So what are some of the things that you guys do, basically? I know that sounds dumb, but, just kind of a summary.
We do everything. So pest control, wildlife control, termite control, and for advertising purposes, we also put moles and mosquitoes, which obviously those two fall under the other umbrellas.
Yeah.
But those are very popular programs. We do everything without a contract. There's never a contract, but those are typically the ones, you want to do mold service on a regular basis. We go out every 2 to 3 weeks to service a yard. Mosquitoes we do monthly. A lot of companies are trying to push that every 3 weeks so they can get an extra spray or two in during the season. Mm-hmm. We power spray it. We do it monthly. Still works fine.
Yeah.
We try to be the very cost-effective solution for pest control in St. Louis.
Yeah, most definitely. So why is it important for people to continue getting service when something does happen?
Perfect. So it's better to do pest control as a maintenance versus, I call it, the putting out the fire.
Yeah.
So if we're going out there, we recommend quarterly. Some of our competition's up to every other month, so 6 times a year. But if you're doing it every quarter, we power spray the outside. It's going to keep 98% of everything out of your house, and then we guarantee the inside from that point. If you are having a problem, just pick up a phone and call. But that way you're not getting pesticide application in the house quarter after quarter after quarter after quarter, especially if you're not even having a problem. But since we don't do contracts, we do have a lot of customers that call us whenever they need it.
Yeah.
And my favorite phone calls are, hey, I know it's been a while since you've been out, but we've got spiders, ants, millipedes, centipedes, crickets, water bugs, this, that, the other. And I'm counting going, okay, you have 12 separate issues, and for one low price, we're going to have to come out and just annihilate everything, which is basically impossible at that point.
Yeah.
But it's much better. It's in the long run, it's much more cost effective to do it on a quarterly basis. Doing it on a regular basis, especially with the price of gas going up, we can more efficiently route and be more better price wise on a quarterly versus a one time.
Yeah, definitely. Because like you said, when it gets to the point where you got to put out a fire, they have the laundry list of things. They just have this whole long list, and it's at that point, it's like if they would have done, keeping up with it, it'd be a little better.
Yeah, there's no Star Trek teleporter. The bugs aren't sitting outside and work their way into the house, just appear one day.
Yeah.
They work the way from the outside to the inside. So if you're putting out a great exterior barrier, which is what we do, it's going to stop. Like I said, I always use 98%. Mm-hmm. We do have to go back from time to time. That's actually probably a good one to hit. Yeah. A lot of people, I paid good money, I shouldn't see anything. That's not how pest control works. Like I said, just putting out a basic pesticide barrier, chemical barrier. It's very low toxicity, but if you put that out, it's only going to stop 98%. We know that in 3, 4, 5 weeks, that 2 to 3% of our customers are going to call in going, hey, I'm having an issue. That's the normal standard for the industry.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be spraying. I always joke about spraying battery acid around the house. You'd have to spray some really toxic stuff if you wanted to make it 100%.
Yeah.
But we can put out a low toxicity chemical barrier that works 98% of the time, and then just 2% of the time figure out, hey, you have something, or it's just an odd thing that happens, a weird bug that's really doesn't work well against.
Yeah.
That we have to go out and figure that out, because there's sometimes a weird critter does get into a house that basic pest control really doesn't work on.
Oh, geez. So while we're talking about weird things, what's the weirdest thing you've seen?
Bug-wise, or just...
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, we see some stuff going into a house, let me tell you what.
Yeah. I guess we'll go bug-wise.
Bug-wise, nothing weirds me out. Sticking my head in a crawl space and seeing eyes looking back at you when you're not expecting it's kind of weird. I don't know.
I feel like it's freaky. I mean, is there anything that you're kind of afraid of, or really not anymore since you've...
No, I mean, I've seen it all, I've done it all, and basically, even when I was first starting out, I don't like crawl spaces. I don't think anybody really likes a crawl space.
Yeah.
But, St. Louis luckily does not have many. But I remember back in the day when I first started, I'd be sticking my head into a crawl space door, and I would have to psych myself up going, you're not getting paid till you get done. You're not getting paid till you get done. So that would motivate me to actually crawl in there, get my fat butt in there, and do what needs to be done.
So you said you do wildlife. What's the biggest animal you've found in someone's home?
Biggest?
Yeah.
Probably raccoon. Like we don't do, every once we get a call to pick up like dead deer on the road or in somebody's property. We don't do any of that kind of stuff. But if you've got raccoons in the attic, possums in the attic, we don't like doing skunks. It's just much more difficult. Yeah, because most of our pest control vehicles are vans. So if you're picking up a skunk, you really need an open air. Like my personal truck is an F-150.
Yeah.
So it's me that goes and does it. And no matter how careful you are, even we have special skunk traps where if the skunk really can't see you, they don't spray. Mm-hmm. But even every once in a blue moon, I'll be putting the skunk in the truck, and it's a translucent plastic. There's no holes in it or anything. But obviously, if a skunk sprays, you can go like, whoo.
Yeah, you're gonna smell it.
Yeah, and putting it in my truck, and it'll discharge. I don't know if that's a good word, and just like, oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I can't have the guys running around. It probably would not be a good work environment to have a skunk spray in the van. Even if it doesn't spray them.
It's still.
They'd probably pull over the side of the road and be yakking.
Right.
Yeah, so.
It would not be a good day. So I know we've talked a lot about pest control. Do you have any hobbies outside of, what you do for work?
Big Blues fan. Let's go Blues.
Woo!
Honk, honk, honk. So if you like our Facebook page, we actually give away tickets.
Sweet.
Yeah, didn't know that, huh? So, the Buckingham Pest Control season tickets are 10 rows off the ice behind the goal where the Blues shoot twice. So there's some pretty killer seats, and even in 19... So I didn't have them the last couple of years with the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
I just passed on them for a couple of years. Yeah, it wasn't worth spending, a lot of money to do, hey, I can't get in, everybody's got to wear a mask, you got to have this test, you have that test, I'll just pass for a couple of years. But even in 2019, we gave away tickets. We didn't give it away in the final round. I know we did the first round. I gave away my tickets. Second round, I actually wanted to go, so I bought other tickets, and it was expensive. So I can't remember if I did third round or not. Maybe the third round was really expensive.
Yeah.
Third round, it was like $600 or $700 for 2 nosebleed seats. I was like, oh.
Holy cow! For the nosebleeds?
Yeah, so sorry I didn't do the finals. I just went to those. They lost anyway, but won the Stanley Cup, but they lost most of the home games.
So they can win them if they go like your Facebook page? Yeah,
so if we like our Facebook page. Obviously, you got to pay attention to it. You can't mute it. You can't silence it or whatever you do.
Yeah.
But starting in like September, we'll start giving away. We try to do at least 1 game a month.
Okay.
If not more.
Sweet.
Like preseason, I don't make it to all the preseason games, so preseason we'll probably do a game or 2. We just try to make it fun.
Yeah, no, that is a lot of fun. Well, awesome. Well,
I like to scuba dive.
Scuba dive too?
Yeah, I only hit the Blues. Yeah, I don't get to do that enough since we are in Missouri. I don't know if anybody scuba dives in the Mississippi other than salvage divers and stuff like that.
Usually
Boat sinks.
if someone's diving in there, it's not a good thing.
Going fishing for brown trout.
Yeah.
Like that. But spending time with the family. You know, I own a company, so I don't get away a lot. I work for fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's why I said other than work, because I know, I mean, especially owning a company, you're busy. Kids, grandkids. Kristen's got grandkids. I'm just a papa. Okay, there you go.
Except my son's wife is pregnant, so I guess I'll be an official grandfather in December.
Go. Well, congrats. That'll be awesome.
Thank you.
You'll be official.
I'm too young for this.
Are you still going to go by Papa?
I don't know. I guess I'll let the kids decide. Let them decide. Kristen's, blended family. So Kristen's kids, kids call me Papa.
Aw.
Which is cool.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, if you have a pest issue, you know who to talk to. Please do it before it gets bad, because once it gets bad, it's
preventive maintenance is key.
Hey, that's almost like what we do. We just don't do the pest stuff.
That's right.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again, and thank you, Noel, for being on.
Thanks, Taylor.
Awesome. See you next time.